and stuff. Okay, so we are live. My name is Elizabeth Hartke, and I am a full-time Beachbody coach. I'm going to be sharing with you guys tonight about what this business is all about. Is it a bunch of BS? Is it the real deal? So you're going to find out here. I'm going to give it for a minute for people to hop on here, and then we'll get rolling. And I'm technologically challenged, so, bear with me. Something happens to this live stream, I make no promises that we ever get back up and running ever again. Let's see. So I'm getting myself situated. Okay, I think we're good to go. So like I said, my name is Elizabeth Hartke. I am a Beachbody coach, and tonight's purpose, the reason that I'm here talking to you guys live on YouTube and also live here on Facebook. And if you're looking to get live on Facebook, you can find me at facebook.com/Elizabeth Hartke, my full name, and you'll see I'm live streaming there as well. And like I mentioned before, I'm not a tech person here, so there's always a chance things go wrong. We kind of just roll with it. This isn't fancy schmancy. I don't do any kind of PowerPoint or anything that would require time for me to put into something like that. Is just not really how I roll. So like I said, the purpose of tonight, I've done these before. This is kind of what taught me what coaching was, and I'll go a little bit more into this in a bit. But the whole purpose of tonight's webinar is a chance for you to get to know someone who's done it, but someone who's done it starting from the same place as everybody else. The bottom, I had no network. I had no idea what I was doing. And you'll come to learn that I had no real belief in myself when it came to doing this. And I actually didn't believe in the business either. So I want you to get to know me and where I started. I also want to answer some questions, the common questions that I get a lot about Beachbody coaching, and really address that and debunk the myths that we often hear. Is this a pyramid scheme? Do you have to have a big transformation to run a successful business? How much of this time will this, require of me? So I want to answer those questions, debunk those myths. I want to share how this business actually works, because if you're like me, you don't actually know how it works. We kind of assume, we judge, we make assumptions, but how does Beachbody coaching specifically, how does it work? How do you earn income? That's a pretty good question, because who would start a business without really understanding how you can earn? And how do you succeed? So you might be able to earn money, but how do you find true success as a coach? What does it take? How come some people are so successful with it, and how come some people totally tank and fizzle out and quit? Is it the person? Is it when they came into the business? Is it some secret sauce that some of us don't know about? So I'm going to talk about that. And finally, what can this actually do for your life? Like, what's the truth about this? You hear people say all the time, oh, it's changed my life. Well, what does that mean? What does that look like? And could that actually be the case for you? So my goal tonight is to address all of those things and help you guys understand it so that you can make an educated decision as to whether or not this is the right thing for you. I'm not in the business of twisting arms. I'm not interested in twisting arms. And I'm thankful no one tried to do that to me. So I just want to present information. And my mission at this point, I mentioned earlier in a post on my Facebook page, I am already, thank God, living the life that I really want to live. And I utilize this business opportunity to get me there. So I'm happy. I don't care what your opinion is on Beachbody or on me. My goal is to share with you what this has done for my life and my team, my finances, my future, my family, and give you a chance to make a decision as to whether or not that's right for you. You can go forward educated on that and make an educated decision versus what I was doing originally when I turned away from this business. And I said, absolutely not, based solely on my judgment, my assumptions, and my misconceptions about what this really is. So I'm excited to share with you guys. Bear with me. I don't really put a lot of time into planning this. I just speak from my own experience. I speak from my heart, and I hope that that speaks to you in some capacity and that I can help in some way. So if you're anything like me and you're learning about Beachbody coaching right now, when I was learning about it about 4 years ago now, my mindset was, I don't have time, I don't have money, I have no network, I don't use social media, I'm not into sales, I have a degree, why would I start a business like this? This sounds too good to be true. I'm not in shape yet, so why would I ever want to be a Beachbody coach? No one's going to want to buy anything from me. I'm not passionate about health and fitness. I had my laundry list of reasons why I shouldn't do this. And at the time, I had gotten the 4-year degree. I got a really good job in corporate marketing. I had moved up to a managerial position. I was moving down the path that society kind of tells me that I should move down after getting a college degree. And I was working in a sedentary job. I'm sitting in a cubicle and a desk all day. And at that point in my life, I was just looking to get healthy. So I was seeking out something that wasn't going to be a shortcut anymore. Like, I was done with the diet pills and abusing my body, and I wanted to take care of myself. I wanted to find a healthy way to lose weight, something long-term. So for me, I was just introduced to Shakeology. I picked up a brochure at a yoga studio that I was going to once in a blue moon, and I did my research. I brought it to my doctor. I brought it to my chiropractor. I brought it to my nutritionist. I'm neurotic, and I was skeptical, but I got the green light from all of them because it's whole food nutrition. So for me, it just started with losing weight, and then I did P90X, and it was just kind of like, okay, I'm finally taking control of my life again. I'm moving things in a positive direction. I'm just trying to get healthy here. So I didn't even know there was a business opportunity. And at the time, I thought, okay, I'm going to climb this corporate ladder. I'm going to work really hard, and I'm going to earn more income little by little, because I thought that's how you have to do it. But at the same time, I had that hope for growth. There was something inside of me saying, like, you're meant for more. And because of that little voice, I don't know if everybody has that in some capacity or if it's just certain people, but I had it, and it was kind of eating away at me because I knew that what I was doing, what I was putting so much of my time every week into, that job, was not fulfilling to me. I hated working in this little climate-controlled cubicle towards someone else's dream. That killed me. I don't like being told what to do when I think there's a better way. And I constantly would try to be creative and come up with new ways, and my managers would just be like, nope, follow the rules. Just do what you're told. You're going to get paid what you're paid. You get time off when you get time off, and that's it. And that was stifling. I felt like I was suffocating. So I'd have these like dips and, these peaks and valleys where I'd be like excited because a new project would come on, and then it would fizzle out, and I would come back to reality and be like, I'm so unhappy. And I had this entrepreneurial spirit. Like, I wanted to run my own business, but to me that meant, okay, great. You're going to take out loans to start a new business. You have no idea what you're going to do. Most businesses, brand new, like brick and mortar type businesses, fail within the first year. They don't make a profit for at least 3 years. So I'm going to go into more debt after college to do something that I don't even know what I want to do. And I have no freaking clue where to start. So every time I'd like sit there, I'd even write out business plans of different ideas I had. And I kept coming back to the reality of like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, this is just a pipe dream. I'll just daydream about it. I'll hope that someday some magic thing falls into my lap where I can start my own business and be successful. So, my coach, the guy that I bought Shakeology through, I didn't know him at the time. He's now a very dear friend of ours. We just got back from the Berkshires visiting him and his wife and his family. They just had their 4th baby. When my coach when he brought up the business opportunity to me, like, I didn't know this guy from a hole in the wall. I totally turned my nose up at it. I was like, absolutely not. Don't talk to me about your scam. I am not interested. I have a real job. Like, I was really rude in hindsight. Sorry about that, Keith. And I think the truth was, first of all, I was ignorant. I had no clue what this business opportunity was. I kind of had like this vision of like pyramid scheme, Amway days of like the 1990s when I saw, you know, family friends who were basically like banging down your door to try to buy a vacuum. Like that's what I'm picturing. And so I just was ignorant to it. And I was also afraid, like, am I really going to take on another thing that I don't know anything about and potentially fail? Like, am I really going to fall flat on my face again? I feel like I've done that a lot lately. I'm not really interested in taking on something else that I'm going to screw up again. So I'd encourage you at this point, like, to just take a minute and think about whatever it is for you, like that feeling. If you have that voice inside saying, I'm made for more, I want more, I know I'm worth more, I don't like the life I'm living, what's actually stopping you from moving forward? If it's that fear, and chances are it is, it might be a fear of failure, it might be a fear of rejection, or a fear of what people may think of you, chances are you're focusing more on that fear instead of why you have to make a change. What is the cost of you allowing your life to stay the same? If you're not happy, that's a pretty huge cost. And I got to a point, thank the good Lord, I got to a point where my fear of what other people thought, my fear of failure, my fear of rejection didn't quite hold a candle to my fear of life staying as it was. Like spending another 40 years doing something I didn't believe in, the majority of my days going to a job that was unfulfilling and dying without ever having lived. And that became my fear, and that fueled my fire. So I remember one day I was kind of watching Keith, my coach, from a distance, just creeping on Facebook, and I saw, it was like a Monday or Tuesday, and he's going hiking with his family. And I'm like, what job does he do that this guy can just take off in the middle of the day with his wife and his kids and go for a hike? And I remember thinking, well, I want that. Like, what does he really do? I know he does this Beachbody coaching thing, but he must do something else. Well, come to find out that he only is a Beachbody coach. He is earning an incredible amount of money, and he's doing it by helping other people. So I wanted that, and I opened my mind to at least learning about that. And that's pretty much what you're doing now, because you can get off this webinar and say, screw her, I'm not interested, it's still a scam, and move on with your life. But there's a chance that maybe someone on this webinar might have the same experience as me, where they open their ears and open their mind and maybe even open their heart to what this is about, and they make one step in the right direction, and everything could change forever. Because that's what's happened to me, and that's what's happened to so many coaches on my team, and it's been incredible to be a part of that journey. So like I said, I promised I would kind of debunk these myths for you. I feel the hiccups coming on, so bear with me if I get them. I just drank water, but it's not helping. Okay, the first one that I hear all the time, and the one that I threw in Keith's face, is, I'm not interested, it's a pyramid scheme. Let me just help you out. Pyramid schemes are not legal in this country, so let's start with that. And I'd like to put that disclaimer out there, and also let you guys know that I'm not doing anything illegal here. So this is not a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is kind of where the person at the top is always at the top, and no one can break through that ceiling. And that person at the top takes chunks of money from the people beneath them, and no one can advance beyond them. That's not how this operates in any way, shape, or form. This is multi-level marketing. It's very different. And unfortunately, they're often kind of merged together in the perception of people who don't quite know what it is yet. And that's what I did. So the way this works is very different. This is very legal. This gives you you can advance beyond me. You can earn more than me. You can rank advance beyond me. You can grow a bigger business than me. You can have a bigger team than me. Each of us owns our own business. We do work together and help one another, but we don't take from one another. And that's the biggest difference. So hopefully that helps a little bit. I'm not going to spend a half an hour explaining and defining that, but it could at least ease your worries that this is not a pyramid scheme. So another thing you hear often is, oh, well, you came in the business early. Well, I know people who came in years after me who are earning more than me. I know people who came in years after me who have built a bigger business than me. And It's just not how this works. If it were a pyramid scheme, it would work that way. But because it's multi-level marketing and each of us owns our own business, nothing is indicative of as to when you come into this business. A third thing I hear all the time is, well, the market's oversaturated. I get that feeling because I had that feeling, because I remember seeing people post about different products and things. And I was like, well, everyone in my town is already doing this kind of thing. I can't do it. I'm just going to be another person selling a product. Well, that's true if you come into this with the mindset of, I'm going to be another person selling a product. But here's why we don't compete with each other. I have over 6,500 coaches on my team, and many of us are from the New England area. Many of us are even from the same towns, and we don't compete with each other. And the reason is because we don't look at this as just selling product. People can go to beachbody.com and buy the stuff that we sell. But the big difference is that we are independent from Beachbody. I am Elizabeth Hartke. My business is me. My journey is very unique. My story is unique to me only. And when I share that, when I share my journey, the right people who can relate to my journey connect with me. The products are secondary. So each person that's a coach, when they do it the right way and they share their journey, or they share what they have to offer, their value, or their unique experiences, they attract the people that connect to them. I'm not out there trying to connect. I know that everybody doesn't like me. I know that everybody doesn't want to work with me. And that's a good thing, because I only want to work with the people who get me, who relate to me, so that it's not oversaturated. And if you happen to notice, we have millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people in this country alone, where Beachbody is teetering on the brink of going international. So now's really the time to get in, because all of a sudden we're going to be exposed to all these other countries, but that's besides the point. Millions and millions and millions of people who are not utilizing our products, who don't know about Beachbody, who aren't using it yet. So the market is not oversaturated. That's one of many BS excuses. I don't have time. Okay, that was like my number one excuse when Keith brought this up to me, because I really didn't. I was working full time. I had a long commute, and I was also working overtime at the same time, and I was with my family a lot for different reasons. So time was not working in my favor. And what I learned early on, that it's not about a time commitment, it's about a commitment. I built this business to where it is now, working it an hour, 2 hours every couple days for a good 6 months, from home when I had time, from my phone, on my lunch break, before or after work. But I was not doing this full time. So if you're open to learning from your coach or your resources, you can build this based on the time that you do have. So it's about working smarter, not harder. I'm not into fitness. I'm not into nutrition. Well, guess what? I'm 4 years into this thing, and I'm still not passionate about those things. I know they're important. I know that they're a baseline for feeling really confident and good about yourself. I know that they are a great starting point for taking control of your life and moving in a positive direction. But you don't have to be into fitness. You don't have to be a nutritionist to build this business. We're lucky that we're given these products that are already established, so we don't have to train people. We don't even have to be at our biggest goal weight or our best goal weight. That's another one I hear all the time. I started this thing when I was 50 pounds overweight. People can relate to someone who's 50 pounds overweight a heck of a lot better than someone with 6-pack abs and who lives on celery sticks. It's a lot easier. The best time to start this business is at the start of your health transformation or fitness journey or whatever it is for you, because that's what real people can relate to. So many coaches come into my team that have this fear, I'm not at my goal weight. No one's going to be inspired by me. They're not going to want to do this with me. And they share their very first workout where they hardly could get through a push-up. And all of a sudden they get a bunch of messages and they reach out to me. They're like, I don't know what to do. I just shared how I totally tanked on my workout, and I have all these people interested in joining me because they're at that place too. You don't have to have a massive transformation. You don't have to be skinny. You don't have to be fit. You can be who you are and where you're at, because there are other people out there in the same place as you, and they need your help. Not into sales. Good. Me neither. And I don't train people in sales. So you're the type of person I want to work with. When I have people come to me and be like, I've been in sales for 10 years. I have a lot of experience in sales. I can sell the heck out of this product. I'm like, awesome. Good luck on another team. I don't know how to teach people how to be salespeople. I know how to teach people how to take care of themselves, focus on helping others, make strides, positive strides in their life, and share that journey. And then subsequently, people want to purchase through them maybe, but I'm not looking to help people sell, because that's not what this is about. And the people that go posting their links on Facebook or I block those people. I don't care if they're Beachbody coaches. I don't want to see it either. It's annoying. Like I said, you can buy products anywhere. Share your journey. Share why you want to help people. Share where you're going with this thing, but don't sell. And I totally agree with that feeling of like not into sales. That's a good thing. So those are the myths that most commonly come up. I'm sure there are others that I've forgotten, kind of just going off the top of my head here. But a lot of people also ask, now kind of getting into, how does this business work? Well, if I like things simple, so I'm totally diluting this down right now, but in a nutshell, the more people you help, the more you advance your business. You know, if you don't focus on sales, and you focus on who can I help today? Who can I inspire? How can I be better? How can I grow as a mother, as a husband, as a wife, as a friend, as a leader? That is how you create a successful business, as crazy as that sounds. That's all I've done. I've worked on myself. I've shared that journey, and I've helped other people through their journey. And I just repeat and I repeat. And there are tools and resources in place to help you do that. I'm not going to go over every detail of how you work this business on this call because we'll be here all night. But the point is, you're not expected to know what the heck you're doing. You're starting a brand new business. Everyone has different goals. We don't blanket you all and say, oh, these are your goals. This is what you're going to do. You know, you connect with your coach. If I brought you to this call, I connect with you and I find out what it is you don't like about your life right now, whether it's the health and fitness side of things, or maybe it's your financial state. And then I say, okay, how are we going to use this business as a way to get you through that, as a way to work towards your goals in life? You know, I share my journey. I connect with the people who relate to it, and then I help people towards their goals. And I just use Beachbody as a platform to do that, because otherwise I wouldn't have that platform. And I started all of this by just taking steps on working on me. Like, I had a fear of trying to get back into shape because I thought I was going to fail. So I started there. And then I had a fear of sharing this with other people because what if they said no? So I just started sharing it and I got over that fear. And little by little, I learned that I could help other people. And then I started doing that. It's so sad because I talk to people all day, every day. You know, I build relationships, I connect with people, and I just seek to help them. Some of them want my help. Some of them tell me to go screw. Some of them say maybe later. It runs the gamut. But every part of life, something so common running through all of these conversations that I've had, every part of life tells us that we are not enough. We are so used to being told we are not enough in our jobs, in our relationships, in our experiences. So we shy away from anything that could potentially be another thing that leaves us feeling disappointed. So for so many people, they don't even want to hear about coaching because they're like, I will suck at it. This isn't for me. I don't even want to think about another thing that I'm going to screw up, or guess what? I'm probably going to quit. And we think, what if we fail? What if people tell us no? What if we mess up? Most commonly, what will people think of me? How about this? And excuse my French for a minute, but what if we live the rest of our lives giving a shit about the wrong questions? How about asking ourselves, what if we stay stuck like this forever? What will the cost be to my life, my future, my children, my spouse, my happiness, if I never learn to believe in myself and take action working towards something that could really change my life? Guys, this is just a vehicle to your higher purpose. I wasn't born, God didn't, I wasn't born when God didn't say, there's Elizabeth, born to be a Beachbody coach. Absolutely not. This is just the platform that was introduced to me at the right time, that was perfectly wrapped with a gorgeous little ribbon with polka dots on it that said, you know, this is your chance to live your dreams. You have to start somewhere. Use this. All the hard work is done for you. It's given to you in a business opportunity. Stop going out and trying to reinvent the wheel. Just take action and start here. Start with yourself. And that's what I did. And like I said before, my fear of life remaining the same, my fear of being stuck where I was became so much greater than my fear of failure or my fear of what other people think about me. I finally got to a place where I'm like, well, those other people that I'm so worried about, they don't pay my bills. They don't raise my kids. They don't take care of my husband. They don't have conversations with my God. I guess they're not as relevant as I thought. The people that really matter, you can have a candid conversation about what you're working towards. And the other people that are going to judge you, let them judge and move on. Don't even get me started on all of that. So here's one way to kind of look at stuff. Maybe you're struggling right now and you're having a hard time understanding how this could work for you. Just looking at my little live streaming on Facebook. I'm trying to figure out how to do this thing. So maybe you're struggling right now and you're feeling like, I can't do this. I'm not in shape. I'm not in a good place in my life. I'm too busy. I have kids. I don't know where to begin. I'm broke. That pain you're feeling right now, it's your meal ticket. It's your story. It's how you grow your business. It's how you connect with people. It's how you relate to people. That pain you're feeling right now is there for a reason. It's so that you can have a point of reference as to how you can help people. Because someone out there is going to relate to your pain. They need you specifically, not me, not any other coach. Because those people can feel your struggle because they're living it. And now you have something, this opportunity to change that pain. And they need to know how to do it too, and you can show them. So let's move down to brass tacks. I know you're all on here saying, okay, great. How do I earn? How do I make money doing this thing? Because if you're telling me that this can change my life, well, I need to make a living. I work, I have bills to pay, I have kids, I have a family, whatever it is. Well, I'm going to tell you how you earn. First and foremost, you can earn through commissions. So I did a call for my team the other day, and I broke down, I've been doing this for 4 years now. I started in March of 2012. I started actively, really. That was when I first earned income, March of 2012. And in that month, that whole month, I earned $505. And that $505 was like, oh, so precious to me because I was living paycheck to paycheck and it sucked. But it wasn't about the money. It was about hope. And all of that income, that $505, was pretty much 100% commissions because it was my first month. I was just trying to help get people started. And so this is how like my mom brain works. I thought I heard Jack crying, but he's not. Thank goodness he's still sleeping. So anyway, that $505, the beginning, it's commissions because you're just helping people take their first steps. And if you're watching my live stream on Facebook right now, Nick, I know you just texted me. I'm looking over here because I'm also live streaming on YouTube. So Facebook, you're getting the shaft here. You're getting the side of my head. You get to watch my profile. So, but then as I grew each month, the way this business works and the reason that this is the biggest gift is you have an opportunity for residual income. That's rare. So let me give you an example. If you're a personal trainer, when do you make money? When you are physically training someone. So if you are not physically present working, you're not earning. The way Beachbody coaching works is there is an opportunity for commissions, but if you do this right, and you focus on helping people build a strong business and grow their team and understand how they can utilize this business to achieve their goals in life, then you're talking about a long-term lucrative income and an income that is residual and continual. So like I said, that first month as a coach, I earned $505. Awesome. All commissions, all sales. This past March, 2016, I'm not going to give you a number because I'm very uncomfortable sharing these things, but I'll let you deduce. I earned over $10,000 more in 1 month as a Beachbody coach than I earned in an entire year in corporate as a manager. Good corporate job. That doesn't include bonuses. You include bonuses, you can literally double that. And that's in 4 years that growth happened. 1 month. And the 99% of what I earned in March of 2016 in that month was not commissions. Only 1% of that was commissions. 99% of it was Beachbody saying, wow, you've mentored a lot of people. We're going to reward you for that. And they pay me based on how my team is doing. I don't take anything out of my team's pocket. What my team earns, what my coaches earn, they earn. I don't take it from them. But Beachbody sees that I've focused on leadership and growth and helping people achieve their goals, and Beachbody pays me for that. So that's where the long-term growth is. And let me just give you a quick visual of how the last year has gone for me. So my son is almost 1 year old. A couple days, May 13th. So crazy. Can't believe it's gone by that fast. But the blessing of coaching, that residual income, I want to paint a picture for you that is the reason I built this thing in the first place. The last month of my pregnancy, I felt like I was 9 months pregnant. So I felt like crap. I was tired, I was fat, I was exhausted, you name it. And I could hardly waddle around the house anymore. So I really took a step back from my business. But I knew after I had my first child that I didn't want to miss a single moment. So I took the first 4 months off from Beachbody. In that time, my income grew over 40%, even though I wasn't working it. Now, would it have done that in the first year? Heck no. You have to hustle. You got to work hard. This isn't a get rich quick scheme. But what I built over the time, over those 4 years, allowed me to step back and income still grows. So that residual income, it's real, it's rare in other industries, and it's something I cherish dearly because it gives me freedom of time, and time is that resource that you just can't get back. When you open a brick and mortar, when you open a store like that, you have to take out loans and you have to be working to be earning. And the reason you don't see like every Beachbody coach is that successful because most people quit because the work you have to put in the beginning doesn't reflect how much you're going to earn in the beginning. This is the compound effect. It takes time to build up and grow. Do you get that? So like, you're not going to bust your butt for a month and earn 6 figures. That's not how this works. This is something that you grow over time. But then when you get it to that tipping point, your whole life has changed forever. I was able to leave corporate and I'm home with my son. And my husband is coming home from corporate in the very near future. That's crazy. We travel every month. We fly out to see our family. We fly our families out to see us. This has opened the door for us to serve and to give more freely. What a blessing. We can help people that we need to help without even thinking twice. We don't have to check. We don't have to say no because of what this has allowed us to build. We can see our family. I can be home with my son. Right before this call, I rocked my son to sleep. So many parents have that gift at night, right? You get to rock your kid to sleep. I also got to rock him for his nap this afternoon. And I got to get him out of the crib in the morning. And I got to play with him throughout the day. And I'm not saying that to brag or make anyone feel bad, or maybe that's not even what everybody wants. But it was my dream. And that's what I wanted. And that's what I worked towards. And you will find your thing that drives you through the struggles of this business, because there are struggles. People say no. You hit speed bumps, but the people who focus on where they want to take their lives and they do it anyway, those are the ones that succeed despite the struggles. They don't let their circumstances dictate their successes. So how do you succeed? You help more people. You focus on others while you work on yourself. You learn to believe in yourself. I've got to tell you, as wonderful as the financial side of this has been for our lives and how many doors it's opened for us, it doesn't compare to what it's done for us as people. I had no confidence in myself. I was ready to live the rest of my life actually believing that I couldn't achieve much of anything because that's just how it was. Those were the cards I was dealt. But then I learned how to use my resources, and I was exposed to this world that taught me to be a better person. And it's made me a better wife, a better mom, a better leader. If you want life to be different, you have to do something different. I wasn't doing anything different. I was doing the same thing over and over, expecting something to be different. That's crazy. This can just be that platform to make your dreams a reality. If you choose it and if you work at it. Do you see kind of in the background here, this board and all these little pictures? You probably can't see their names and faces. Those are my coaches. Those are my coaches that are working towards their dreams. Their dreams have now become mine. Because I'm happy with where my life is. And thank God this has been a gift for us. But now my dream, my focus is to give what I have to all of them. So when I have someone join my team and I know that they're into this, like they're like showing me the way. I want to make this happen. I don't know how. I don't know how I'll find the time or the money or the energy, but show me how. Their face is right up there. Because my mission is to share this with more people, more deserving people who think that they're just stuck, and show them how to get unstuck. How can they transform their lives? And I've figured out how to do it using this opportunity. If you find another way, by all means, run with it. Like I said, not everyone's born to be a Beachbody coach. This is just a really great platform. If you find another platform, do something with it. But don't keep sitting there waiting for things to change. All I'm saying is I've found a way to do it that worked for me, and I have created resources to show people how to make it work for them. Just do something. Like, that's my mission. Just get off your butt and live your dream. We have one shot at life. That is literally it. I love this Jim Rohn quote, and I'm probably going to butcher it because I'm not reading it, but it's not the blowing of the wind that determines your destination. It's the setting of the sails. So we sit there, we wait for the wind to like blow us where we want to go, right? That's time. Well, eventually I'll get to where I want to be. Eventually I'll earn that income. Eventually I'll retire and start to live my life. But what we forget is we have a sail. We can change our direction. And nobody gets to their destined port, the one that they desire to be at, just because the tides bring them there. You end up somewhere else if you just go with the flow. You've got to choose it. You've got to set your sails. You've got to use your opportunities. You've got to overcome your excuses and your fears on your own or with me. And you don't have to have it all figured out to start. You just have to start. That's the only way great things are going to happen for you. And I can tell you, my team, the reason that my team is so awesome and so successful is because of their leader. It's me taking some credit. You want to know why? Not because I've done anything amazing, because I've failed so epically so many times that they can learn from all my stupidity, all of my mistakes, all of the no's that I got. I share all that with them, like, hey guys, look how much I screwed up on this one. Don't do this. That's a gift. The failures, the mistakes, the things that we fear, they're our greatest teacher. So don't fear those things. Just take one step. Start with your health. And the gift of this business is there's no risk. If you're focusing on your health, if you're working towards getting better and being better and having more energy and losing weight or whatever it is for you, getting in shape, okay, you may as well get it at a discount as a coach. Even if you never work the business, you can still get that discount. But then you have the ability to share it. You have the ability to inspire other people, and you can start taking steps to help those people. So that's what this is. This isn't rocket science. I will say I use what I learned in college more in this business than I ever did in corporate, because I have that freedom to use my creativity and pull the things that I've learned. So you have to make a decision. You have to decide, unrelated to Beachbody, what you really want with your life, and decide how you're going to work towards it. And you have to do it now. And you want to know why you have to do it now? Because later, it just never comes. It's not a date on the calendar. We keep saying, oh, later, eventually, when when the craziness stops, when the kids are out for summer, when the kids go back to school in the fall, or, when work stops making me work extra, or when I have more energy. You can come up with a laundry list of excuses for the rest of your life, but you don't want to be at the end of your life looking back saying, holy crap, that wasn't a dress rehearsal. That was it. I'm done. So for me, it's been this platform. For you, maybe it's something else. And if it's this, I encourage you to do a few things. If I brought you to this call, connect with me on Facebook, and I'll walk you through it. If someone else brought you to this call, another coach that inspired you to open your heart to this coaching opportunity, talk to them. Ask questions. There's no harm in that. No one's going to force you into anything because you were on this call, nothing like that. So ask questions, find out. Getting started is literally as easy as signing up. There's nothing crazy. I also think you should know that there's nothing binding about this. Beachbody doesn't want people to feel forced into anything or stuck in anything. If you decide this isn't for me, fine, it's not for you, go do something else. There's no contract like that or anything. So just to ease your worries, I know that's another concern a lot of people have. But if nothing else, get healthy, lose weight, gain weight, get in shape, get ripped, whatever it is for you, you can do that, and you can use this to do that. So my hope for you is that you start moving in a direction that you can be really proud of and you can feel really good about. To my Facebook viewers, I'm sorry that I've been giving you my profile this whole time, but I'm live streaming on YouTube as well. And for whatever reason tonight, that took precedent over looking you directly in the eye. But know that I do care for you, and I appreciate you coming on. So anyway, I was honored to have you guys on here. I always feel really blessed to have this platform to share and be open and honest and vulnerable and let you guys know that when I started, I literally never put up a status update on Facebook. You can go back and look. I was horrible at sharing on Facebook, although I don't want to direct you there. If you go back to when I started in 2012, you will see how terrible I was at this. It was just a learning experience. And the thing that got me through it was learning to have faith in myself and working towards something greater with my life. And that's it. And anyone can do that. And I hope that's you. I hope you join our team, because I love to work with other people who can relate to what I'm talking about, this experience, this struggle. And no matter what it is for you, I wish you the best of luck, and just go after your dreams. We have one shot in life. That's it. So have an incredible night. For those of you who did join, thank you. And this recording link, or this live streaming link, will turn into the recorded webinar. So if you wanted to share that with anyone, feel free. And if you need to reach out to me, you can contact me on my page on Facebook, which is facebook.com/Elizabeth Hartke, HARTKE, or you can email me at ELIZGEMMELL@dropthecookie.com. And my website is dropthecookie.com, so you can fish around there for more info as well. I'm an open book, clearly. Hopefully I didn't leave anything out, but if you have questions, just shoot me a message on Facebook, and thanks again for joining.